I'd like to introduce Charlene Pulham from American Legion Post 333.
Good morning. I'm honored to be speaking here today on such an important occasion. We're here to honor and thank our service members for the sacrifices they have made for their country. Thinking of the heroes who join us in this group today and those who are here only in spirit, a person can't help but feel awed by the enormity of what we encounter. The service members we honor today possessed a courage, pride, and dedication. They rose to the nation's call because they wanted to protect a nation which has given us so much. Millions of Americans have fought and died on battlefields here and abroad to defend our freedoms and way of life. Today our troops continue to make the ultimate sacrifices. They follow in the footsteps of generations of fine Americans. The idea for Memorial Day, originally called Decoration Day, arose from the ashes of the Civil War. Although there are different versions how Memorial Day began, one story goes that the grieving families, both northern and southern, began decorating the graves of their lost soldiers with flowers and wreaths. Congress officially recognized Memorial Day as a federal holiday in 1887. Since then, each passing year and subsequent conflicts have continued to honor our troops. Today, people throughout the country will gather together to remember, to honor, and to pay tribute to those who have served our country. Our gathering is just a small spark in the flame of pride that burns across this nation today and every day. It's not a lot, but it's one way we can honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice so that we can live in freedom. It is a way to say, we remember, from the soldiers who shivered and starved through the winter of Valley Forge, to the doughboys crouched in the muddy trenches of France, to the platoon who patrolled the hazy jungles of Vietnam, and the young men and women patrolling the mountains of Afghanistan, we remember and honor them all. God bless you and your families, God bless our troops, and God bless America. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlene. Now I'd like to introduce the VFW Men's Auxiliary, Howie Christianson.
Thank you, Phil. After listening to those four speakers ahead of me, they used up just about everything I wanted to say, so I just want to welcome all of you and thank you for showing up. And remember that when this program is over, we are sponsoring a cookout at the Post across the street. We are all welcome, and again, thank you.
Thank you, Howie. Now I'd like to introduce Sun Prairie Mayor Jon Freund. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you for putting this together today, and thank you for the opportunity to join you today at this memorial and celebration in remembrance of the sacrifices our nation's veterans and their families make every day. I am humbled by the heroism and courage shown by the brave men and women that have selflessly served our nation's Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, Merchant Marines throughout our history. President John F. Kennedy once said, "A nation reveals itself not only by the men it produces, but also by the men it honors, the men it remembers." Just as our veterans live with the scars of wars each day, we need to find a way as a country to thank them for their service, not just on Memorial Day, but every day, to ensure that we keep our promise to heal their wounds and take care of those who have fought so nobly for our country. In closing, on behalf of the city of Sun Prairie, I want to thank each of the service members here today for your service to this country, and to the families gathered here for these sacrifices you make every day to support them. Thank you, and God bless the United States of America.
Thank you, Mayor. Now I'd like to introduce Katie Barber to do the POWMIA presentation. Katie.
The Missing Comrades table is located in the dining area at the VFW. This table is reserved to honor our missing comrades in arms, the men and women currently deployed overseas fighting terrorism, and the prisoners of war missing in action who sacrificed to keep America free. We salute their families and loved ones who keep the candle of hope alive. This honor ceremony symbolizes that they are with us here in spirit. Each of the items on the table has a special meaning. The table is round to show our everlasting concern for our serving Americans. The tablecloth is white, symbolizing the purity of their motives when answering the call to duty. The single red rose displayed in a vase reminds us of the life of each of the missing and their loved ones and friends who keep the faith, awaiting their return. The vase is tied with a red ribbon, symbolic of our continued determination to see them return home safely and account for the missing. The candle symbolizes the upward reach of their unconquerable spirit. A slice of lemon is on the plate to remind us of the often bitter fate of those serving in a foreign land. The pinch of salt symbolizes the tears endured by those missing and their families who await their return. The Bible represents the strength gained through faith to sustain those missing from our country, founded as one nation under God. The glass is inverted to symbolize their inability to share in this day's toast. The chair is empty. They are not here.
Thank you, Katie. The Sun Prairie Band is going to play a Post 333 march, and when your service, if you serve, they play the song. Don't be afraid to stand up. Thank you. Steve? We're going to have Murry House come up and read the roll call of KIAs. We honor the following young men and women with Sun Prairie roots who died while on active duty with the United States Armed Forces, so we can all be free. Murray?
I'm going to have to look awfully close because age has kept me alive. Harry Lusky, Leighton Baker, Edwin Letterman, Thomas Broom, Gilbert Burke, Vernon Lusky, Robert Cole, Arthur W. Rowles, Michael Cooper, Harry Hammond Jr., James Kesselman, Roderick Cleveland, Vernon Moore, Leonard Miller, Elmer Peterson, Joshua Scott, Zachary Smith, Frederick Suckelman, Otto Trapp, Elroy Tuttle, Edric Wagner, Charles Warner, Thomas Williams, and Travis Van Slest. My closing prayer is this. Oh, the Almighty God, guide these men and women we honor through every day and night. Give them unbounded strength and courage to continue their efforts for lasting peace. Make their victory a true service to the humanity. Give them growing faith in thy teachings. Make them thy chosen servants to carry on forever a victorious crusade against all evil forces seeking to destroy that which is just and good in the hearts of men. Help them to bring brotherly love to all our lands. Bless and comfort those whom they have left behind. And finally, O God, help us to increase our spiritual unity and our love for one and all. And ceremonies.
Thank you, Murray. We're going to be placing a wreath today. We're going to have the family